Okay, guys, listen up, please. Now, all you need to do today is not lose, and we'll be third in this league. Now, today is the sort of day that you prove to me that you're professional footballers and you want to be part of this club next season. So I want to get out there, see some intensity in the warm-up, and on your way out, somebody please wake up Cargbo. Hopefully he's not still tired from last week's game. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 7, Episode 15 here at H&W Welders. And today we end our season, our league season, away to Carrick Rangers. And we should be in a situation where as long as we avoid defeat and Glentoran don't go and smash Ballymena, we will finish third in the league. You can see there's a 6-goal difference there. That should be enough if we get the point. Even if they win, we'll both finish on 68. And that should be enough. Of course, if we win, job done. Don't have to worry about it. And of course, if Ballymena take anything off Glentoran, again, we don't have to worry about it. It will be job done. Now, there is a scenario, of course, where Linfield lose the Irish Cup final to Coleraine. And then we have a situation where we might actually have to today go into play the first game in the playoffs. If not, and let's just pretend that's not going to happen, it will be our end of season awards and also our goal of the season competition. So a lot to look forward today. But let's really hope that we can go and get this first result that we need, get third in the league, and it will be job done, as I said. Haven't missed anything since last episode. We've come straight back as in about two days in game. We're expecting a 4-4-2 from Carrick Rangers, and this is the team we're sending out. We rested them, of course. We rested all of them against Linfield last episode and got a little bit of a spanking in the process. But it's going to be Taylor in goal for this one. Okocha, Williams, and Sobowale at the back. Hall down the right. McCulloch down the left. Wilson and Tipton in midfield. As a reminder, we did lose McQuaid to injury last time out. We could maybe have him on the bench, but I don't think it's worth risking him. It's going to be Sean Simpson as the number 10. Cargbo and McDade up top. Thorne, Gowan, Fitzpatrick, so we can go to wingers. It's Cundell, Hill, Moran, and, well, the backup goalkeeper on the bench. Let's get this done. Okay, so we can see the team sheets, and it's very much, I don't recognise anybody there. What do we say to this? Go out there, show the world you have what it takes. Alright, I can get on board with that. Let's point our fingers, say we have faith in them, and, well, see how we do. It's a little bit of a strange one, this, because ultimately, I mean, even if we win this and we finish third, it does all depend on Linfield going and winning the cup final. Surely they will. But, I mean, I think historically, during the 7 seasons of this save, we have seen a number of times. I mean, we've won it, Dungannon has won it, Glentoran has won it. It hasn't always gone to one of the big two. So, I mean, there is just that little bit of, Colerane's not going to do it, are they? But we'll wait and see. All we can do is take care of ourselves. Of course, if we'd beaten Coleraine in the semi-final ourselves, it wouldn't be a problem, would it? Can we win that? We can. But Okocha only heads it out to the Carrick winger. McCulloch can't stop the cross coming in, and that's not the start we wanted. As we're 1-0 down, Lambert with an 18th of the season for them. And, yeah, not ideal. Not what we wanted at all. Yeah, I think Okocha's got to do better with that header, doesn't he? And head it to a teammate, or at least away, not to the side. And Sobowale just maybe a little bit caught out there. Not goal side. And, yeah. He just needed to be a little bit stronger. He needed to get across in front of him, didn't he? Let's demand a little bit more and see if we can settle ourselves down here. As I said, we have options on the bench. There's no need to panic just yet. But it would be nice if we could get a highlight, wouldn't it? We are looking to play through the middle and look for the overlaps at a slow tempo. It might be, given that we're half an hour in and haven't had a shot as of yet, that we need to look to change that. There's a ball forward. Easy for Taylor. Now, can we go and get them from the goal kick here? Punts it long. Where's Cargbo? There he is. Cargbo nods it down to Willis. Willis to Simpson. Simpson, will he go to Cargbo? No, Tipton instead. Hall's getting forward. He finds him. Hall for Cargbo. Back to Hall. If he squares it, McDade is in. He does pull it back. McDade is there. How have we not scored? And it's cleared away for a throw-in. Let's give them some encouragement. Let's also, while we're here, let's get rid of this. Let's raise the tempo. And go at them a little bit more. Tipton with a corner. It's, flashes just wide from Cargbo, I think it was. Or was it Williams? One of the men at the near post there. And we have woken up a little bit late in the half here, but Ballermina's taken the lead. So as things stand, both ourselves and Glentoran are going to trip at the finish line. Bloody our nose, but it looks as though, as I said, as things stand, we are there. Show a bit of desire. I can get on board with that. Pump our fists, say we have faith in you. We'll give them a little bit of chance to wake themselves up, but I'm increasingly thinking it's going to be a case of looking for wingers here. You've got about 5 minutes, boys, and it's not happening, so we are taking action. Do we take McDade off? Do we take Cugbo off? That's the big question, isn't it? Let me think about this. Okay, so we've made our subs. Gowan and Fitzpatrick come on. We've taken off McDade and Sobowale. I can't take Cugbo off. So that is that, and let's hope that change in tactic, change in formation will give us a benefit here. We'll give them some encouragement. It's just basically not been a good performance from us, has it? Let's get McCullough off, who's had a nightmare. Get Moran on for him. We've got away with one there, perhaps. And Simpson's not had a great game either. It's not been great, has it? Let's look to exploit the flanks. Well, Ballamina's absolutely spanking Glentoran. So ultimately, it's not going to make any difference. We are going to finish third. But we've not finished the season well, have we? We've really struggled in this championship group, which is a little bit of a surprise, a little bit of a shame. There's a nice ball forward for Simpson. He's got Gowan and Cugbo with him. Will he go himself? He does, and he draws a decent save from the goalkeeper. And we know that we have threats from corners. Tipton to take. Fitzpatrick is at the near post. Cugbo should be lurking somewhere as a back post there as well. Headed away, though. Willis will pick it up. And, well, knowing that Ballamina's winning, it does kind of take a little bit of the edge off this, doesn't it? Let's demand a bit more. I'm thinking, oh, I don't have another sub. I was going to say, just in case we do have to go into a European playoff, maybe we take Cugbo off. And I tell you what, if we do have to go into a European playoff, we're in some serious trouble here. We have been shocking. Absolutely shocking. We had one good game against Ballymena last episode, and that has pretty much been it for us in this championship group. Other than that, we had a decent 0-0, didn't we, against Larne? How many times does Taylor concede a goal that goes in the centre of the net? It's too often, isn't it? And, well, we can thank Ballymena because we have been thoroughly outplayed here. And that's a really disappointing end to the season. And like I say, it better be the end of the season because we have to go and play a playoff now. We're in some serious trouble. So there we go. Larne have done enough. They are champions. We have finished the season third, which I think was the minimum requirement for us. Now, since we've qualified for the European playoff places, it should be a case now of having to wait and see what happens. So we've qualified for the Europa Conference League. So I think... Have we qualified for the UEFA? This is all very confusing, isn't it? Wait right there. We'll be back in a second once we know what the hell's going on from here. Okay, good news. Linfield did win the final. 3-2 it was in the end. They were always relatively comfortable, it would appear. So they've won that, which means we can see confirmation on the league table. We are in Europe next season. By the skin of our teeth, we are in Europe next season. Now, there's been a little bit more that's happened between now and the end of the season. And that is this. We have officially turned professional earlier than it was supposed to happen. So that is excellent. And we've got our budgets. Look at this. 18 grand a week on wages. 1.5 million to spend on players. I have signed a new deal at the club as a professional manager, which is excellent. And some other things that have happened as well. We've got some extra coaches, a sports scientist that has been allowed to come in. Scouts, we'll see if we can talk them back up again. But the scouting range has been upgraded. So you can see instead of just being able to scout within Northern Ireland, we can now venture out into the UK and Southern Ireland as well. So that is all very good news. That'll really help with scouting players, let me tell you. So that is all excellent news. European football secured, even if we did kind of trip over the line in the end. But that'll do it for the season. Wait right there though, guys, because we will be right back for our end of season awards, and we'll see who you guys have voted as your viewers player of the year, among other things, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the H&W Welders end of season awards. Oh, thank you everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, we just about got there, didn't we? It's been an interesting season, that's for sure. Disappointing perhaps in the league. Certainly a disappointing end to the league campaign. But we made our European debuts. We will be becoming a professional team. And we have, well, more money than this club's ever dreamt of. So I think overall it's been a successful season. So I do think the best way to begin the evening is giving the players a big hearty round of applause. And, well, this time next year, guys, you're all going to be professional. Congratulations. Well done. The first award this evening is the Golden Pen, awarded to this season's signing of the year. And, well, this guy came in on a free transfer. Hopefully it's going to be the last season that free transfers are the signing of the year. And, well, he was very good for us. He was between the sticks, did a wonderful job for the most part. Don't ask him to save a penalty, though. The Golden Pen goes to Neil Taylor. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to the player this season with the worst discipline. Now, it was hotly contested, and all I'd ask is next year, guys, if we could not compete for this in Europe, we really do need to have 11 men on the field for those ones. But a worthy winner this year with 1 red card and 9 yellows. The Golden Card goes to Brian McCullough. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion. And this guy, he just seems to win this award every year. We might need to rename it. A 91% pass completion rate, which is very impressive indeed. The Golden Bullseye goes to Luke Cundell. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the man who feeds the strikers, the man with the most assists. Now, historically, this has been the George Tipton Award, but not this season. It is a changing of the guard. He joins us permanently in the summer with 11 assists. The Golden Spoon goes to William McQuaid. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the player we can rely on, the man with the highest average match rating. And, well, a new winner this year. Typically, this has always gone to Hamzat Kagbo, but not this year. Perhaps a bit of an upset in that sense. With an average match rating of 7.13, the Golden Anchor goes to, get back up here, William McQuaid. The next award comes from the medical department. It is the Golden Cross, awarded to this season's most injured player. And, well, this guy, he flatters to deceive often, I've got to be honest. But he certainly put in a very good injury this year. With 28% of the season missed and counting, the winner is left back Peter Boyle. The next award is the Golden Soother, awarded to the baby of the team, the best young player. And this guy was in on loan. And if you'd like to join permanently next season, mate, I'm open for a conversation. But the winner of the Golden Soother is Oscar Thorne. And next up, it's one of the big ones. It is the Golden Boot for this season's top goal scorer. And it was a heated contest, wasn't there? There were 3 guys that loved to bang in the goals for us up top. But the winner with 15 in the end, it was your favourite striker and mine, Hamzat Kagbo. And now it is time for the Coaches Award, the handing out of the horse's ass for this season's worst player. And, well, to be honest, this time last year he was picking up the Golden Boot. This season it's the Golden Horse's ass. The worst player this season goes to, where did the goals go, Tra Lucas. And the next award is the Viewers Player of the Year, one that I know means a lot to the players, always a hot topic around the dressing room. And I want to thank everybody who not only nominated players, but then took the time to vote as well. And would you believe we have a dead heat? Each player with 44.44% of the vote. It's difficult to split them, and I'm glad you didn't in a way. The joint winners are Hamzat Kagbo and Aaron McDade. Now, before we get to announcing the Player of the Year, we do need to take a moment to acknowledge the Team of the Season. So if you do just direct your eyes up to the board, you will see that the goalkeeper is Taylor. The central defenders are Sobowale, Jay Williams, and Josh Okocha. The wingbacks are McCullough and Hall. The central midfielders are Tipton and McQuaid. The number 10 is Mr. X-Ray Vision, Sean Simpson. And the strikers, we can only pick 2 of the 3. And it is Thorne and Cargbo. Very unlucky, McDade. So congratulations, boys. You've all had wonderful seasons. More of the same next season, please. And now it is time for the big one. It is the Golden All-Star for this season's Player of the Year. And, well, we've already seen this guy up on the stage tonight. And I'm not saying I disagree with it, but maybe wouldn't have been my pick. So, congratulations anyway. The Golden All-Star goes to the goalkeeper, Neil Taylor. I'm just joking, Neil. Very, very worthy winner indeed. So congratulations to Tails and the rest of the winners this evening. As I said at the top, it's been an interesting season. A learning experience, I think, as we ventured into Europe for the first time. And we will be back there again next season as a professional team. And that's a big step forward, isn't it? So I want to thank everybody who's come out for all the games this season. Thank you all in the auditorium. Thank you for you watching at home. And I look forward to see you all again next season at Tillysman Park, as we will turn into a professional team. Enjoy your evening, everybody. Thank you. So there we go. End of season awards are done for the year. Taylor, maybe a surprise as the player of the season, and also signing of the year, of course. He wasn't bad. He was a decent goalkeeper for us. I think he needs some work, doesn't he? We'll see how he goes as a professional. But yeah, I mean, he wasn't terrible. Seeing all the signings here, McDade was only a D-rated signing. That is outrageous. He was absolutely insanely good for us. Oscar Thorne on loan was a good signing. We already saw that Taylor was signing of the year. Jay Williams, I think, was a success. Actually, he would go close to being my signing of the season. King, we sent him out on loan. He did very, very well playing in the championship, so that's good. Fitzpatrick, again, did very well for us this year. Happy with how he did. Sobowale was solid at the back. Melvin Lambert, a lot of good signings this year, wasn't there? Chris Coyle did well when he played, so that's good. McCullough was solid, A+. Well, why didn't he win signing of the year then? McLaughlin on loan was just in. We never saw the other two, so there we go. If we look at how the guys that went out did, Denham did well at the championship level, as you would maybe expect. Now, of course, Murphy is joining us again next season, so that's excellent news, but he didn't really play for Larne. A lot of the guys did play. I mean, a lot of them are in the championship, aren't they? And, you know, they're doing okay. We will come across them again from time to time, I'm sure. So that is that. Season results. Let's go back to the league. Third, a C+. I think that's probably just about what we deserve. We did enough. But I think I'm a little bit disappointed. But you know what? Given it was a European campaign as well in there, maybe that's not too bad. Maybe it's not too bad. The European campaign, it went well, didn't it? We just fell short of getting out of the group, but that can happen. If we played with 10 men, generally speaking, we were quite good. And Aberdeen went all the way to the semi-finals in the competition, so they were no mugs. And you know, we gave them 2 tough games with 10 men. The Irish Cup, of course, disappointing to lose in the semi-final on penalties, but it didn't cost us in the end, which is nice. Of course, the League Cup we went on and won, which was excellent. And the County Antrim Shield, we weren't too worried about it, and we got knocked out by Linfield, and that can happen. So that's absolutely fine. Moments to remember, the biggest win, we had a couple of 5-1 wins, a couple of good wins in Europe as well. So that was excellent. The match to remember was the 3-0 against Zoya. Arguably, the 4-0 away from home was even better. Goal of the season, we'll come back to that, but Gowan's effort against Carrick Rangers, where was that on the final day? A nice 5-1. That was the goal of the season, as given by the game. Finances, you can see we're up to a 1.5 reputation club, so that's good. Everything was on the up, which is good. We had sponsorship this year, which was nice, up a little bit. Broadcast revenue was up a little bit. Hospitality was up a little bit. Competition prize money, this is where the big difference was. Almost 3.6 million pounds. That is huge. And the match day revenue was up about, what's that, 20 grand on last year. And we sold some shirts, which was excellent. So there we go. Team of the year. It's difficult to disagree, I suppose, but McDade surely is worthy of a spot in there. But not having been with us all season, maybe you can understand why that happened the way it did. The accolades, now of course this is just for the league, but Fans Player of the Year was Neil Taylor. The Young Player of the Year was Oscar Thorne. Let's hope he comes back to us permanently next season. Signing of the Year was Neil Taylor. Goal of the season, again, we'll come back to. Top goal scorer was Cargbo. Assist king was McQuaid. Most man of the match awards, not something we give out on the awards evening, but it was Hamza Cargbo. In that, surprised me actually, it was only 6. He was a match winner for us a number of times. Highest average match rating was McQuaid, and most passes completed per 90 minutes was Kundell. He does okay, doesn't he? Yeah. We'll give him a pro contract and see how he does. A couple of records that got broken. McQuaid, his 11 assists is the most in a season. Now that's going to be in the league, I think, because we've seen Tipton get more overall. So I'm not sure exactly what that record is. But Neil Taylor, 26 clean sheets. That was a club record as well. So history in the making. We did win the League Cup for the first time. So that was something. And yeah, that is all very, very good. If we have a quick look here, club vision and expectations, we'll accept that. What they want us to do, they want us to second qualifying round. You'd like to think we could do that. Become recognised as best of the rest. So that's, I mean, we're a professional team now. We've got to at least be that, don't we? We really, really do. Here's the team leaders, Cargbo and Okocha leading the way. We can see everybody else there. We've got some decisions to make as regarding to who we give pro contracts to. We'll come back to that probably for the next episode's end of season summer transfer special. Probably as good a time as any to mention. I don't think there will be a summer transfer special tomorrow. Obviously, it's a bit of a big day for myself and my wife, so I don't think there will be. Probably Thursday, but again, on the community channel. Page on the channel, Twitter, Discord, I'll make sure I update you all on what's going on there. But that is that. So that brings us now, well, let's have a quick look. I'm always conscious of episode length, but at what we need to do, who we need to offer pro contracts to. We can see all the guys that played a lot here for us. Most of them, as I said earlier, I think my plan is for most guys to get a professional contract that are sort of regular players for us, all the ones that have any big potential. So we'll just quickly scroll through this. We can see the goal scorers. It was Cargbo, Thorne, McDade, Fitzpatrick and Lambert had good years, as did Simpson, Gowan. We can see everybody else down there. The assist getters behind McQuaid was Simpson, Tipton, McCullough, Fitzpatrick, Ebiyoe. I mean, it's well-rounded, isn't it? A lot of players doing a lot of different positions. We can see the average match ratings there. Not quite sure why it went to McQuaid. Maybe controversially ahead of, well, considering there was 3 players ahead of him, but he got the award. That's who the club gave it to. We can see a lot of players there playing above 7, which is always nice to see. But I think we have a quick look here at the report. This is going to determine who gets the pro contracts. Basically, well, we can say those guys for sure will all be getting professional contracts. We're going to have to give McQuaid another contract now, aren't we? Because he's going to be coming in as a semi-professional contract. And anybody here that has the potential. So I think you can say anybody, well, McGreevy's not ours, but sort of Fitzpatrick up. I think anybody there is going to get a professional contract. And then it'll sort of be a case-by-case basis, I think, after that. For example, someone like Tipton, if I can find Tipton, who has been a good player for us, but isn't actually maybe worthy of a contract because he's not very good physically. I mean, he can pass, but he doesn't really have the vision. So someone like that, I'll probably offer him a contract, but I don't know. So these are sort of the sort of players that's going to be difficult to know. Let me know what you guys think, though, who we should or maybe shouldn't be giving the professional contracts to. If you agree with the idea of sort of anybody with the potential will be given a full-time contract. Maybe even go down as far as Moran, potentially guys that are 4-star. Simpson, Lucas, do we give him a contract? Cargbo will obviously get a contract. Yeah, it's a tough one. But anyway, this will bring us now to goal of the season. I'll put it down here so you can see our overall best 11, a couple of players that have been inducted there. This works the same way it does every year. The goal plus 3 others I deem worthy of goal of the season will be available to vote for. There'll be a link at the top of the description just down below there. Click on that. It'll take you through to a straw poll and you can vote for which goal you think is our goal of the season. And I'll announce the winner early next season for you. And before that, of course, we'll have a look at some honourable mentions as well. We've scored some very, very nice goals this past season, if I don't say so myself. But that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, do make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, maybe for the season, not so much today's game, which was a little bit of a damp squib, wasn't it? But I'll see you next time for a summer transfer special. We're a professional club. It's going to be a very, very busy summer. There's a part of me that thinks maybe we might even need to do a two-parter, but I'll try and keep my ramblings to a minimum, which I'm failing to do right now. So until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Here are our top 4 goals from the 26-27 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.